New Karcha 13-inch MacBook Pro. Thanks for accompanying me in getting this. Apparently the first MacBook here in Hyderabad. Thanks to the Supreme and Naresh and Subhash here at Imagine Store in Kukatpalli. Thank you guys. Searched entire Hyderabad, couldn't find it. Only found it here. Okay, let's go home and unbox this.
Yeah, it's like you need to pull these two things. Then it slides out. Sharon, I put unboxing cheyale Apple products.
Ante inland box lo ra. This is the first time.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Hey, itla lagutunde.
Original konle eppudu.
Okay.
Dubai nunchi US ni teppiste atlane untayi unboxed vastayi.
Yes.
అప్పుడే కాదు యాక్చువల్లీ
దీని లోపల 2 బాక్సులు ఉంటాయి.
ఓ మై గాడ్, ఇది కూడా నిన్న చైతన్య లాగా దానిలాగా మినీ ల్యాప్టాప్.
అరే అట్లా సింపుల్గా కొంచెం వదిలే సింపుల్.
ఇదే ఉందిరా. ఓకే నీకోసం.
అది రాదు,
చిరిగింది.
దిస్ ఈస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మోస్ట్ సాటిస్ఫైయింగ్ థింగ్స్ టు డూ, అన్బాక్సింగ్ అన్ యాపిల్ ప్రోడక్ట్.
ఇది ఐఫోన్ లాగా సౌండ్ రాదురా.
సౌండ్ రాదు కానీ there is something about unboxing an Apple product. Okay. This is actually very expensive, not the laptop, the packaging. Laptop is obviously expensive, but packaging pe they spend at least I think around $20.
Oh
yes,
20.
అది కూడా మనకే ఇస్తారు అనుకో.
ఈ చైతన్య గారు మళ్ళీ నా క్రాచ్ అంటాడు. నా ప్రాణానికి ఉన్నాడు.
3, 2, 1. తీసేస్తాం బయటకి. అదే యూ డోంట్ నో హౌ టు అన్బాక్స్, యూ నీడ్ టు స్మెల్ ఇట్ ఫస్ట్.
నువ్వు ఏం తింటున్నావు? వాట్ ఆర్ యు ఈటింగ్?
ప్రొడక్ట్స్.
బాగుంది బాక్స్,
హెవీ ఉంది.
జారి పడేలా గట్టిగా.
కేర్, Apple Care.
We have Apple Care 2, Apple Care Plus, which means you get 2 years of warranty.
Okay.
Oh, nice color, space gray. Whoa.
Hey, the sound is back. Previously they used to give a big power brick. Length cord.
Don't tell me laptop doesn't have a power brick.
Cable.
Amma. ఇందులో పవర్ బ్రేక్ ఇస్తే చెప్పుతో కొట్టాలి.
No, they gave a brick, but previously they used to give a big cord also.
Oh yeah.
అన్ని సగం చేసేసి.
No, that's okay. This makes sense. Okay, that's it. You have.
That's it.
One. What is this? C type.
C to C.
Finally, they are coming to C type to
Indian
C type.
power brick.
Indian power brick. इसको भी unbox करना है.
I am already missing one thing.
What?
There is no glowing sign. There is no glowing Apple sign.
Okay. That's okay. Yes. Oh, nice. You have space gray stickers. Okay, are you setting up your laptop?
Yes.
ఇవన్నీ పక్కన పడే డబల్ వేస్ట్. No instruction manuals, no using.
You don't need instruction for Apple products. You don't, seriously. Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and whenever watching this, welcome to a new vlog. So that was the unboxing yesterday. Hope you liked it. Unboxings are fun, especially if you're changing your laptop for after a long time. Like 6 years is a big timeline. That old laptop is still running fine. It's just that for my purpose, for my work, like video editing, it is getting slow. But for emails, browsing, Excel work, it runs smooth, butter smooth. And it's the good old MacBook which had so many ports. So I was thinking maybe I should keep it or sell it. I'm still in two minds. We'll see if we can give it to someone in the home who can use it, because buying a new laptop would also cost us, right? So I spent the entire last night setting this Mac up. 500 GB SSD storage, but look how much I used. Very little. But my external drive's almost full. Most of that external hard drive takes up the YouTube videos, so need to do some deletion of the old files, but a lot of storage there. I've been testing out how fast this is. because that's the big news about this M1 chips, and that's one big reason I wanted to upgrade, because my old Mac was struggling whenever I travel. It felt slightly heavier than this, slightly. It's I think 2.2 or 2.3 kilos. The fans turn on frequently. It used to take a lot of time to export. I've spent half a day probably just for the edit to complete. My work would be done, but just exporting would have taken so much time. So we'll test the speed in comparison to the old Mac and also my desktop. Let's see which is faster. It's been a long time since I was so excited for a gadget. Especially yesterday, after hunting it for so long, I thought I wouldn't find it, so probably will order and wait for another 10-15 days. Luckily I got it. That store near my home had it. Anyway, just exporting some old clip. It's been 9 minutes and 70% of the clip is done. This is an old video. You might have already seen this. It's the IKEA shopping in the Nexon EV. This is a 4K 60 FPS clip, but I'm exporting it in a slower version. This is my typical workflow, so we'll see how long this would take versus, let's say, the old Mac and the desktop. Okay, done. The share is successful. The video exported. So it took almost 15 minutes in this laptop. Now let's see the old laptop, how fast it would do. This is not the typical export that people do on their Final Cut. This is a modified version that I do, which compresses the size quite a lot more than the typical export. Let's see how the old Mac performs. So this is the old Mac, guys. Just to prove you, look at those ports. Gonna miss those ports. But luckily I got this adapter when I was in Canada last year. This is reviewed quite well. So it has a HDMI, 3 USB-A ports, micro SD and full SD, and a USB-C for power delivery. Anyway, 11:40, so let's start this. So let's see how long this takes. Look at this, it's been 17 minutes and it's still at 31%. And those fans, yeah, decently warm. Battery life also coming down much faster. 11:40 is when we started, so that's almost what, 1.5 hour, close to 1.5 hour. Fan still running, laptop's warm. Battery life down to 13% from almost what, 85 something. Yes, 1 hour 30 minutes later we got the export done. Wow, that's quite a lot of time, man. So that's what I struggle with when I'm touring, guys. I have this laptop, one export of what, 15-minute clip, 4K 60 FPS clip, and done. The battery is done. The laptop's overheated. I can't do any other work simultaneously. The 6-year laptop for my productivity, for my work, is not ideal. So that's why I had to change. Now let's compare it with the iMac that I have at home. I had it since 2.5 years. And that is my main desktop for majority of the videos, because whenever I'm in Hyderabad I work on that. Let's see how the new one competes with that. Time's 1:15 PM. Let's start. Let's see how fast this will be done. My gut feeling, half an hour. We're close to 10 minutes and it's up to 49-50%. It only needs to go till 83-84. That's when the export is usually done in this setting. But the fans are slightly on. Can you hear this? The fans were on for a brief moment there, unlike the M1 Mac where the fans never turned on. Done. That took almost 26 minutes. So this M1 Mac is 6 times faster than my old Mac and almost 2 times faster than my 3-year-old iMac, which has discrete graphics. That's bonkers. Only test we can do with this is probably compare this to the 16-inch Mac that Sriman has. Would be interesting to test both these computers actually to see which works faster. Apple designed this chip so well that things work so smooth. Even the iMac, the 3-year-old iMac with 8GB RAM and discrete graphics, the fan turned on few times. On this M1 MacBook Pro, the fan never turned on, man. Need to run multiple apps and see, but I think if you get the 16GB RAM, you can run multiple productive apps quite a lot, but that's like pushing it to the limit, which we don't need. I could have easily waited till March, April and got the 16-inch M1X Mac or something, but I just realized that I don't need it. And what's the most surprising thing is, the difference between this and the MacBook Air is this has a better battery life, an extra GPU core, and a fan 100 grams more heavier than the MacBook Air. But in terms of performance, the difference is only 10%. So the new MacBook Air, the base model, might still be faster than my 3-year-old iMac, man. Oh boy. very impressed with Apple's M1 chip. And if you're in the market for a new Apple laptop, because I would say Windows and Apple are two different ecosystems. If you're into that Windows world, you might try the iPhone first and then come to the Mac. But if you're in that Mac ecosystem and looking for an upgrade since 3-4 years, go blindly get that Air. If your basic tasks include email, browsing web, listening to music, watching movies and all, base MacBook Air is sufficient. In fact, iPad Air could be sufficient too. But if you are doing slight intensive productivity work like Excel or coding or something, get the MacBook Pro. 8GB RAM is more than sufficient and you'll be happy with it. That's it guys, that's it for interesting video which is not about automobiles but the technology I use. We need technology because when I edit videos I need the most up-to-date system every 3-4 years, but I've hung on to that laptop 6 years. That's the longest I ever had a laptop for. The previous one lasted me from 2009 to 14, 5 years. This was 6 years. Let's see how long this would last. Looking forward to spending more time with this. All this work is to make sure that you guys get to watch videos faster and quicker. Okay, hope you liked this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and in case you're watching this at night time, have a good night and see you in the next one. Bye bye.